Have you ever noticed that nobody chooses Detroit? Think about it. Look at the bad boys. Look at 2004 when we beat Kobe and Shaq. We've had generations of success, but there is one thing we have never been able to do. Sign a superstar in free agency. I mean, seriously, close your eyes, comment in the comments, tell me the best free agent you can think of that we've signed. Not a trade, not a draft pick, a free agent signing. If you answered Chauncey Billups, you're probably correct. But when Chauncey signed with us, he wasn't the big name he was when he became Mr. Big Shot in Detroit. Actually, he was kind of the opposite. He wasn't even an all-star. He was viewed as a talented player that couldn't find a home. So how does one of the NBA's most historic franchises simultaneously become one of the most undesirable locations? Let's talk about it. Hey, before we hop in, guys, if you like this kind of content, please help me out. Shoot me a like, give me a subscription. It means the world to me. This is my 4th YouTube video, and we've already hit 200 subscribers. I'm so thankful for each and every one of you guys. Thank you guys so much. On to the video. Every NBA franchise has had that signature signing. Think about it. Miami landed LeBron. The Lakers landed Shaq. Golden State convinced KD to join a super team. Now go look at Detroit. We don't have that moment. As previously mentioned, people will point to Chauncey Billups. They will say, Bailey, that's our big signing. But I want to take you back. It's important to remember what this signing was when it happened in 2002. He had already played for 4 different teams in 5 years before we signed him. Boston gave up on him. Denver gave up on him. Toronto gave up on him. Minnesota let him walk. You know what I'm saying? Most people would have never guessed that Chauncey Billups would have turned into Mr. Big Shot in Detroit. And that's the difference when it comes to signing free agents in Detroit versus other cities. In Detroit, we have to create the all-stars and the superstars, whereas these other teams are able to just sign them. I want to take you guys back down memory lane. Times when we thought we hit big, but we actually completely swung and missed. In 2009, the Pistons went shopping. We got Ben Gordon and Charlie Villanueva. We signed them both for a combined $90 million a year, which back then is like $400 bajillion, you know? Ben Gordon just got done averaging 20 points a game in Chicago. He looked like a beast. Charlie Villanueva looked like that modern power forward that we see in today's game, where he can shoot the ball a little bit. Neither of them worked out. Ben Gordon never lived up to what he did in Chicago, while Charlie Villanueva struggled with injuries, consistency. The fit wasn't right for both of them. Then came Josh Smith. Wow, what a pull. At the time, this was the move. Super athlete, former all-star. This felt like a statement, you know? Felt like Detroit basketball is back and we're coming in hot. The spacing never worked, the fit never worked. Detroit eventually waived him. We waived him so early that we had to keep paying him while he was on the team. What a signing. While I'm accidentally shitting on former great NBA players, I also want to bring out the bright spots a little bit. Derrick Rose, that was a good signing for us. He was not the Derrick Rose of the Bulls, but he was outstanding for what we were kind of expecting. Jerami Grant, I would say he exceeded every expectation that we had when we signed him. But this brings me back to the point. When is the last time Detroit has signed a massive all-star? The answer is really never, which raises the obvious question. Why? Why has free agency been so cruel to Detroit? People will tell you a billion different things. They'll say, oh, Bailey, it's the weather. Oh, Bailey, it's the taxes. Those damn taxes. Oh, Bailey, it's the market size. It's too small. Maybe nightlife. Maybe they grew up not liking the Pistons. Who knows at this point? But I think I have a better answer. I think the answer is very simple as well. I don't think it's going to take a trigonometrist, I don't know if that's a word, to figure this out. NBA players in free agency usually don't give a fuck about the weather. They give a fuck about the situation and the money. Easy enough, right? LeBron joined Dwayne Wade in the Heat back in when he made his decision. Kevin Durant joined a super team ready to go compete for a ring because that's what he wanted. He wanted to contend. You look back at everyone, almost everyone's making a decision to contend. Kawhi Leonard with the Clippers. He wanted to meet up with Paul George in LA and go win a chip down there. Stars don't usually leave good situations unless they're joining good situations. And I can say pretty confidently as a Pistons fan, and I'm sure you can too, when the hell has Detroit been a contender over the last 15 years? Excluding the last 2 years. Detroit has spent the last 2 decades cycling through rebuild phase after rebuild phase after rebuild phase. Coaching changes, front office changes, lottery picks. Henry Ellenson, Stanley Johnson, Poop McGee. It doesn't matter who we're picking, it was a damn bust for 10 years. It's hard to recruit elite talent, especially when you're trying to convince the league, hey guys, we've found stability. You can come over here now. I promise, we're not like the Pistons we've been for the last 10 years. I promise. I kind of want to turn it around in a positive light, and I want to ask you this, though. Has Detroit ever needed that superstar? It's not, why doesn't anybody choose Detroit? Maybe it's, has Detroit ever needed them to? Look at every great franchise in the Pistons' history. The Bad Boys, built through trades and the draft. How about the going to work Pistons? Chauncey Billups, Ben Wallace, Tayshaun Prince, Rip Hamilton. That wasn't a super team. It was an amazing example of roster construction. Detroit has never been a city that attracted stars, unfortunately. But it has been a city that finds overlooked talent. From there, we're amazing at developing them and turning our overlooked garbage into phenomenal pieces that you can build around. And to end on an even higher note, I don't know about you guys, but something feels different with this team this time around. Cade Cunningham has been exactly what we've hoped for. He's an all-NBA caliber player. We have life. The Pistons have finally climbed out of the rebuild. For good this time, hopefully. For the first time in years, this might be a spot where free agents like the idea. For the first time in years, Detroit might finally be a place people want to come to. But who knows, maybe the next great superstar will choose Detroit in free agency. But if history has taught us anything, he's probably not. He probably won't be wearing that shiny new cape. He'll probably be overlooked and waiting for a situation where he can prove himself. Because that's always been the Detroit way. Not buying superstars, but building them. And honestly, as a Detroit fan, who wouldn't want it that way? It feels a little sweeter. Thank you guys again so much for watching my last few videos. If you haven't seen them, I'll put them right here for you. Thank you guys so much again for 200 subscribers. This has been insane. I didn't think that I would get this much love so early into the YouTube game. You guys have been awesome. So if you guys want to join a community of Pistons fans and Detroit lovers, this is the spot, baby. Bay Money out. I'll catch you guys on the next one. Peace.